I might be smiling now, but I'm really frustrated inside. I'm not talking about this shit. In Washington, everything was good, man. Start off, first few weeks was cool. Aunt, uncle, they were all happy for me. Uncle was a military head. Cousin was a military kid. Had a little cousin. He admired the heck out of me, loved me, followed me everywhere I went. My aunt, that was one of my favorite aunts. So outside looking in, things was good. At a snap of the finger, things were bad. My uncle turned out to be, I forgot why I didn't like it there the first time. And I was young, I was too young, I couldn't remember, but he was very evil, very negative minded. It was one time I went into the bathroom or whatever, and I was brushing my teeth, man. I'm talking about like 15 seconds, and the water's running. Bust open the door, turn off that water, and just gives me the serious look that I'm talking about, nothing but hate and evil in his eyes, and just staring at me, and I'm like, okay, yes sir. And then he just looks, and then I turn off the water, and then I look at him, he's still staring at me, and I'm like, man, these are the biggest Christians that's in our family, by the way. These are the biggest Christians. He was a deacon, I think. They were always church heads. Always had to be to church. We had communion, we had prayer every morning, things like that. As I started to live with them, I started to realize, man, Christians, they kind of evil. Christians are some judgmental people. They have a lot of animosity and a lot of hate built up. And it was funny, man, because a week ago, this is a man that told me that he was proud of me and, happy that, that what I'm doing in my life, football and everything. And then weeks later, just bashing on me. We were watching the BET Awards one time, and I told my cousin, I was like, hey, man, you want to go play the game with me? He was like, yeah, I'll be up there. He was like, I'll be up there after he was going to do something. So I go up there, get the game ready, and my uncle comes storming right behind me. He was like, hey, man, we don't have no Islanders out here. Nobody does. We watch everything as a family in this house. You know what I'm saying? Just negative. And I'm like, no. I was like, it wasn't like that. My cousin, I'm not trying to hear it, Reggie. I'm not trying to hear it. And I was like, don't you want to know my reason? I don't care. We don't have no Islanders. And then I finally told him, put him to the side, and I told him, he's like, oh, okay, just don't let it happen again.
Yo, Coop, what's good, bro? What's going on, man?
Nothing, man, just having a beer.
Yo, it's 10 a.m.
I know, but I've got to get rid of the taste of vagina fish out of my mouth.
I'll have a beer too, Devin. Yo, just want to say thanks for hooking us up with these jobs down here, man.
Hey, no problem, Reggie. In fact, ladies and gentlemen, I have an announcement. I'd like to welcome all of you to a new chapter not only in your lives, but in my life too. Not only are we able to run our own stores, restaurants, and even have sex with whoever we want, we all must remember that you have me to thank.
In my experience at high school, went to the school, I went in there, I'm not gonna lie, I had the big head on my shoulders. Went up there to Lakes High School, and it was a kid I know, played quarterback in front of me. He was younger than me, both quarterbacks were, and the coach he had favoritism. Some of his players went to UW. Some of them never heard from again. Some of them I did research on are doing bad. You know what I'm saying? He had favoritism on the players that their parents got them by. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat shit. That's how he was. I'm not gonna say his name. He knows who he is. He had favoritism on a lot of those guys. Went up there. And he hated me. He was like, I would make one little mistake, and he was like, that's how they do it down there in Texas. And then I used to always try to defend myself. And then a lot of the players put me to the side. I was like, man, don't go to a battle with him, man. All he gonna do is bash you in the media. And that's exactly what he did. He said bad things about me in the media, talk bad about me. I used to try to shake his hand. He would push it away, things like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, I come from Texas here thinking that it's gonna be better, and I did think that I was gonna be the big man on campus, and it's nothing but a shithole. Animosity everywhere you step. Language is different. People hating on you. People don't like you. Think you ignorant. You know, just shit like that, and that pissed me off. So you know what? I just went into my own little castle. I was quiet. I ain't talk to nobody. And my family noticed that. They were like, "Man, why isn't Reggie talking anymore?" Just didn't talk. Had nothing to say, because you guys were people that I looked up to. This atmosphere was a place that I wanted to enjoy, and I couldn't. I was wrong when I left Houston. I wasn't wrong for leaving the family, because later down in this documentary, you're going to figure out that this family, that the household I left was fucked up. But I was wrong from leaving my hometown thinking that the grass was green on the other side, when in reality, it's all the same bullshit.
You gonna say anything right with that? Go ahead. This lady called Madison commented on my judging homosexuals video that I did a long time ago. But the thing about it is, she said, I watched about 20 of your videos now, and you have a lot of talent, my dear. Wow. That lady had her marathon, my content. And I know people enjoy my stuff that much. I guess there are some people that's looking for positivity and real. Miss DM, Twitter. She comments on all my stuff. Calls herself Big Potato. He hit me up. He said, "You're awesome." And I said, "No, you're awesome." He said, "We both are." There's a lot of people that's enjoying my stuff, man. It brings me to something, man. It was something that happened a while ago. I was at work, and I think I was off, and I went to go pick up my check, and I was walking out, and there's this kid with his mom, I think, and he's like, "Mom, look who it is, look who it is." And I'm looking around like, what are you talking about? And he runs over to me, leaves his mom, runs over to me, and was like, "Hey, what's up, Reggie? How you doing?" And I'm like, "What's up, man? Do I know you?" And he was like, "No, man, but I watch your channel, and I like that song called Leave Me Alone." So I guess a lot of people in the area that I was at know about that song, seeing that it was filmed there and stuff. And he was like, "Man, can I have your autograph?" And I was like, "Dude," I'm in my mind, I'm like, I've never been asked, and nobody's ever asked me for the autograph before, unless it was like a joke or something. And this dude actually, this little kid admired me. Then the real out of me, the real came out of me. I stopped him, and my heart was pounding, because this was an exciting moment. But then I had to realize that instead of feeding into the world and feeding into my ego, think positive, think real, think of something that's going to change your life and change yours at the same time. So at this moment, I stopped everything, I smiled, and I looked at him and I said, "Hey man, I appreciate you enjoying my work and everything like that, but I'm human just like you, man. I'm not a celebrity, I'm not famous, I'm not nothing. And even if I was, that still doesn't give you the fact to admire me. But admire what I stand for, which was positivity and real, mostly positivity." And I told him, I was like, "Man, we equal, man. If anything, I want your autograph, because you believe in what I stand for." And it's sometimes where I kind of faded away from from what I even stood for. And I looked at him and he looked like he was about to cry with happiness. And I grabbed a piece of paper from or whatever, or I gave him a pen, and he signed the paper and I took it and I was like, thank you. And then I asked him, what's his name and everything. And cool kid, man. He hits me up every so often, and it was just shocking to me, man, how that happened. And when he walked off, he was like, Reggie, I still can't get your autograph. It was just a fun experience, man. It was just something that I never thought would happen to me, but even when it did, I think I handled the situation well by letting that young man know that we're all equal. There's nothing special about anybody. We're all equal, and when you stand for positivity, you're showing the world that by us being all equal, that's one of the main things that the world needs to be about. And that's a start of trying to bring positivity back to the world and back to life, and that's what I think I did in that situation.